Will Animal Crossing being one of these Wii's? iPod. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for letting me know. That's a shame.
Yeah?
You know what? There's discs in some box somewhere.
Alright.
I've got them somewhere.
I was going to say, I thought it felt a bit light.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I ain't got no more change on.
Yeah.
You say £1 a game?
Yeah.
How much are the games, please?
£2 each. Sorry, yeah. We've got loads of stuff. Thanks very much. Thank you.
I've looked for £13.50 so far.
Right.
See what else you got in there.
Can we do £1 on that one?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. How much you got on this one, please, mate? Fiver? Yeah, I'll give you a fiver for that, yeah. Have you got any? Yeah. Smashing. What about that one? You get £1 on it? Yeah. So. Now, right, soak in. 1, 2, 3, jump.
£1 a piece if you want to.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So if you're new here, I'm a stay-at-home dad and I do reselling part-time, focusing on gaming, old and new tech, media, DVDs, Blu-rays and football boots. And we've got some really good stuff today from a really nice Saturday car boot. So let's have a look what we got today. Appreciate Richard giving that to me. He's the one who actually has probably made me an awful lot of money actually recently, because he's the one who told me to go in early at the car boot, and it has been worth it. And he found that and he passed that to me at the car boot, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Richard, for that one. There's a few bundles and I can't really remember what exactly went with what, so I'll try and price everything up, but that was part of a bundle. I think it's a first gen, might have me third, I'm not sure what generation that is, but iPod Shuffle. I'm going to roughly guess that was about £2 as part of the bundle. Picked that up as well. It's a 500 gig. It's the WD My Passport hard drives. The newer ones of those can sell for between 40 and 60. This is a slightly older one, not in the best condition, but it's still 500 gig hard drive. So I'll have a look what that's valuing in at, but I think that was again about £1 or £2 as part of the bundle. Then we got a black Xbox One controller, white Xbox One controller. I think we paid £3 or £4 each per controller. I got this original Xbox controller as well. Quite a nice one. I don't think it's official, but it is quite a nice clear and green controller. And a silver PS2 controller. Yeah, I think we paid about £3 or £4 per controller, and then £1 to £2 for those as well. I think it worked out at, so not a bad bundle with those. Been having quite a lot of luck with Nokia phones. This is the Nokia C201, and actually second time round I managed to find the cable USB one as well, so perfect. It is all working. CEX, saw that, I think that was selling for £42, which is insane really. And luckily the old batteries do actually swap out, so if this battery wasn't working, I've got my N-Gauge that I can use to test most Nokia phones as well. Jesus, I mean, this is such an old phone, it's still got an orange SIM card in there, so I don't know how old that phone is, but it appeared to still be all working when I turned it on. So yeah, hopefully, well, even if I want to voucher that in, I think it's £26 or £28 voucher. Yeah, I think B grade was 26. Yeah, it was about £26 voucher for that anyway. This is an interesting one. Actually bought from CEX as well. We paid £1 for it. It's the it's the 85 watt MagSafe 2 power adapter for obviously MacBook Pro. Don't know how, July 2022 this was bought. I don't know if it's working, but again, CEX is selling those chargers for £38. I think it was £24 voucher for that, or £17 cash. So even if I just want to cash that in, that's not bad going. I've got no way to test it, so my CEX are pretty good for me, so I'm sure if I just take that in without testing it, I'm sure they'll be able to do that if I want to do that. And in fact, I've pretty much got to do that unless I can borrow someone's MacBook to actually test that on. So yeah, that will just go CEX, otherwise I can't sell it. What else we got? This is a good one. Did we pay £2, or it might have just been £1 on that one? It's the, I don't know if you can see that, Logitech G402. Again, I'm just going on CEX. I haven't eBayed stuff. I just quickly scanned a few bits and pieces on CEX. They sell that for 22, I believe. It might be 20, 22 and 24 depending on the grade. And I think B grade was, again, I want to say it was about £14 voucher. I know it was a good voucher anyway, but we'll probably sell that on eBay. I have tested that actually, and it is all working, so I'll definitely put that on the shop. We have obviously got the best find, which I'll save till last, so we'll keep going on a few other finds. I'll have to check back through my solds, but I sold the exact model of this recently, about 8 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure it went for 37 because I weighed it and it was only 1 kilo, so it's £3 postage on that. And this is in much better condition. The last one had a big sticker on it. This is in really nice condition, apart from a little mark down on the bottom. So that was a £4 we paid on that one. Sony portable Sony tech is just the best. Anything Sony that's portable, chances are if you can get it for a £5 or less, you're going to make some money on it if it's working. And then we've got another portable DVD player. Again, really nice condition. I don't think it's really been used. This one does have the charger with it. I think we paid £4 for that one as well, actually. So not bad going on that one. It's a Alba, a little bit more of a basic one, but you still get about 20 to 25 on those. They are gradually coming back, all tech like that. We will go through, just double checking that's everything. Well, we've got games and we've got obviously the final one to go through as well. Let's go through some games. So Wii Sports Resort, paid £1. The cardboard's in terrible condition, but if you remember, if you watched the video that I put up today, I'm going to just put that with the console, and then I'm going to sell the DVD version of Wii Sports instead. And then keep a lookout for Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2. There's been a lot of backlash because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 have just been announced, but Bam's not in it for whatever reason. I'm sure there's many a reason he's not in it, but he's not. And he's obviously plays a massive role in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, Tony Hawk's Underground, and Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So you might start to see these games just going up in price. Plus, again, long story short, they took out of free roam. So the big jump from Tony Hawk's 3 to 4 and then Underground 1 and 2 was it had free roam in it, which they've taken out. So again, there's been a lot of backlash from the community. So you might start to see these going up in price. That was £1. It's already selling for about 8 to 10 anyway, but it might go up a little bit more. And then these were from a subscriber actually. He drove past me and he was actually watching my video at the time, so it was nice to meet you. Rayman on the PS1. Back in 2014, I bought a PS1 that has just been sat on the shelf. It's never been used apart from to test when I first tested it. So it's going to go up on the shop because I've got some good controllers to go with it, and it'd be nice to add a few PS1 games to it. And then we've got the HD collection for Metal Gear Solid. Obviously disc only, but I think we should still be able to get 10 to 12, something like that on that. Don't think I'll be able to find the case, but you never know. And then Lemmings. I don't collect games like this, but when you see them for £1, and even though it's not worth that much, it's in such pristine condition, it's hard not to pick it up. So that will go up on the shop. Obviously I'd try and buy games that are in as best condition as possible for collectors, and when you see it with the manual and the disc is just immaculate and the case is immaculate, it's hard not to pick them up, even though there's not a huge amount of money in that. London 2012, either a £6 voucher or sells for about 12 to 15. Colin McRae Dirt 2, that's going voucher, that's £3 voucher, paid £1. And WWE 2K17, I think that's £4 or £5 voucher, and again we paid £1 for that, and then I will unbox this for you guys as well. Here we go then, what we've been waiting for. Sadly, oh no it's not, the zip isn't broke. I thought the zip was broke, it's not. But, little travel bag, paid £5. Inside, Tribal Game Boy Advance. I don't think it will come on. You might be able to just see the orange light come on, the red light. But little tip for you, right? If you ever buy a Game Boy Advance SP, you sometimes have to warm the batteries up. You occasionally, when you first plug them in, you'll get a little flash of orange light. What you do is, about 10 times, might be a bit longer, take it out, plug it back in, take it out, plug it back in. And eventually, after normally like 8 to 10 times, it will start to charge. For some strange reason, you have to like warm the battery up. So yeah, if you ever do that and you think it's broken, try that method, take it out, plug it back in about 10 times and you should be good to go. The actual inside is fantastic. The screen is like immaculate, really, really good. And I'd love to have the tribal version in the collection, but the top is just, there's a few scratches there. It's not awful. Like, I've seen a hell of a lot worse. There's a few scratches there. And it would have been nice to add that. What I'd done is, if it was in slightly better condition, because I've got a mint condition, just normal standard SP, I would have swapped them out and kept that one. But it doesn't quite meet my requirements. But let's go through some games as well. So, there is a car charger. I mean, it's a massive carry case. Can you imagine for how tiny the Game Boy Advance is? Imagine carrying that around. Yeah. But let's have a look through some of these games. Okay, so Simpsons Road Rage. Oh, there was one in the back already, actually. Tetris Worlds. I haven't checked any of these prices of games, so I don't know what they're worth. I haven't found a SP for so long. I don't know what they're worth these days either. That's like a 2-combo Power Rangers game. I'm only 35, but I'm struggling to read that. Power Rangers Time Force and Power Rangers Ninja Storm. This one's labelled Boxing. I cannot even read that first one. Something Counter Punch. Looks like an anime boxing game. So we'll have to do some research on these. Racing. What racing game is it going to be? Need for Speed Carbon. Need for Speed Carbon is a good game. I can't imagine it's great on a Game Boy Advance. And again, this one's labelled Monsters Inc. So I'm assuming... Oh, Monsters Inc. and Finding Nemo. So, double game there. And some nice little cases there. Yeah, we'll probably sell this as a full set. Not sure what to put it as. But yeah, we'll get some prices and have a look at that. I nearly had a heart attack when he said a £5. I thought he was taking the PISS, but thankfully he wasn't, and paid a £5. So some really nice finds today. That was a really good one. Do always be on the lookout for gaming mouses. They're sort of ignored a lot and they're very easy to test. So do be on the lookout for them. Yeah, loads of good stuff to test and list. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye.